Right, so I like to say Barak the Yahweh, Barak the Yahweh Shah, Barak the Yahweh, Barak the Yahweh Shah, Bahashemra Kahakadash, double ones to the apostles and elders of GMS, and salutations to you brothers out there that's doing this work in truth and sincerity. So the way you people perceive the Most High and the Son is not how they are written in the Bible. So I repeat that. The way you people perceive the Most High and the Son is not how they are written in the Bible. Right? Christians in these different religions perceive that the Lord is all love, right? But you tend to forget the judgments that are written in the Bible, or the judgment that are done by Yahweh Shah, by Yahweh, through Yahweh Shah through the angels, right? If you go back to the time of Egypt, right, when all of the firstborn, matter of fact, let's get that real quick. Right, let's get a little bit of judgment, man. Right? So we can understand that you people perceive that the Lord is all love, but this is not the case. Right? It's a balance. The Lord is love, but he's also hate. What's the opposite of hate? Love. What's the opposite of love? Hate. Right? You have death. What is the opposite of death? Life. What is the opposite of life? Death. So the Lord is a man of balance. Matter of fact, before we get that, let's get that, man. That the Lord is a man of balance. Proverbs 11:1. A false balance an abomination to the Lord, but a just weight is his delight. So a just weight is his delight. Right? So if you ever put something on a scale, you want that to be balanced. So the Lord is just the same thing. Where there's good, there's evil. Where there's evil, there's good. Where there's death, there's life. This is basic understanding in life, man. Period. Right? So let's grab this judgment, man. In the book of Exodus. Let's get this judgment. Right, so lock it. Bear with me for a second here. Right, so let's get right into it. This is Exodus 11, and we'll start at 1. And the Lord said unto Moses, Yet would I bring one plague more upon Pharaoh and upon Egypt, after he will let you go hence. When he shall let you go, he shall surely thrust you out hence altogether. And you need to understand is that when the Most High did judgment, when the Most High do judgment, he do it by way of the angels, right? And we're going to grab, because the thing is that you have to look at this the way the scriptures is written. Like if you was to see the scriptures, right, you will want that to play out as a movie. So when you read these scriptures, right, if the Spirit be upon you to understand them, you can see this play out like a movie, man, in a beautiful movie. So when the Lord tells you that he have done something, right, he did it through the angels. That's why I said Yahweh through Yahweh Shah through the angels. There's an order of things, right? So if we grab this here in the book of Sirach, let's see. Right, I want to say that's Sirach. Sirach 39:28. And the scripture says, there be spirits, right? Those spirits are angels. There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. Fire and hail and famine and death, all these were created for vengeance. So you can see that going back into the book of Exodus, the 11th chapter, that these things are happening unto Egypt. So the Most High have a spirit out there, right, bringing plagues, famine, and death to Egypt. So let's get this. I want to say that's the book of Psalms 70. I want to say 78 and 49, if I remember. Yeah, Psalm 78:49. He cast upon them the fierceness of his anger, wrath and indignation and trouble, by sending evil angels among them. So there you go. So when the works are being done, it's done again by Yahweh Shai. By Yahweh, through Yahweh Shai through the angels. And there's an order of things, right? So let's go back into this Exodus, the 11th chapter. So again, the way you people perceive the Father and the Son is not how they are written in the Bible, man. Right? The way they are written in the Bible is contrary to how you perceive they are. Right? So Exodus 11:1, and the Lord said unto Moses, yet will I, so when the Lord say I, he's talking about sending an angel, bring one plague more upon Pharaoh and upon Egypt. Afterwards he will let you go hence. When he shall let you go, he shall surely thrust you out hence altogether. Speak now in the ears of my people, and let every man borrow his neighbor, and every woman of her neighbor, jewels of silver and jewels of gold. And the Lord gave the people favor in the sight of the Egyptians. Moreover, the man Moses was very great in the land of Egypt, in the sight of Pharaoh's servants, and in the sight of the people. And Moses said, thus saith the Lord, about midnight will I go out into the midst of Egypt, and all the firstborn and the land of Egypt shall die. Hold up. We got to read that back a little carefully, right? Because what you hear about Christians is that they say the Lord is all love. So let's read that back. And all the firstborn in the land of Egypt shall die, from the firstborn of Pharaoh that sitteth upon his throne, even unto the firstborn of the maidservants that is behind the mill, and all the firstborn of beasts. And there shall be a great cry throughout the land of Egypt, such as there was none like it, nor shall be like it any more. But against any of the children of Israel shall not a dog move his tongue, against man or beast, that ye may know how that the Lord doeth put a difference between the Egyptians and Israel. And all these thy servants shall come down unto me, and bow down themselves unto me, saying, get thee out, and all the people that follow thee, and after that I will go out. And he went out from Pharaoh in a great anger. And the Lord said unto Moses, Pharaoh shall not hearken unto you, that my wonders may be multiplied in the land of Egypt. And Moses said unto Moses and Aaron did all these wonders before Pharaoh, and the Lord hardened Pharaoh's heart, so that he would not let the children of Israel go out of his land. Right? So chapter 12, verse 1. And the Lord spake unto Moses and Aaron in the land of Egypt, saying, this month shall be unto you the beginning of months. It shall be the first month of the year to you. Speak ye unto all the congregation of Israel, saying, in the 10th day of this month they shall take to them every man a lamb according to the house of their fathers, a lamb for an house. And if the household be too little for the lamb, let him and his neighbor next unto his house take it according to the number of the souls. Every man according to his eating shall make your count for the lamb. Your lamb shall be without blemish, a male of the first year. Ye shall take it out from the sheep or from the goats, and ye shall keep it up until the 14th day of the same month. And the whole assembly of the congregation of Israel shall kill it in the evening, and they shall take of the blood and strike it on the two side posts on the upper door post of the houses wherein they shall eat. And they shall eat the flesh in that night, roast with fire and unleavened bread, and with bitter herbs shall they eat. Eat not of the raw, nor sodden at all with the water, but roast with fire his head with his legs, and with his portisans thereof. And ye shall let nothing of it remain until the morning, and that which remaineth of it until the morning ye shall burn with fire. And thus shall ye eat, with your loins girded, with your shoes on your feet, and your staff in your hand, and ye shall eat it in haste. It is the Lord's Passover. For I will pass, so check it out, verse 12. For I will pass through the land of Egypt this night. So is the Lord himself going to pass through the land of Egypt that night? No, because the scriptures tell you that he's a consuming fire. So when it's talking about I will pass through the land of Egypt, he's talking about the angel. For I will pass through the land of Egypt this night, and I will smite all the firstborn in the land of Egypt, both man and beast, and against all the gods of Egypt I will execute judgment. I am the Lord. So there you go. So like I said in the beginning, the way you people perceive the Most High and the Son is not how they are written in the Bible. You lack basic understanding like judgment, man. Right? You lack basic understanding like judgment. The Lord brings life and death. He brings good. He brings evil. Right? And if you cannot understand these things, then you are blocked. Right? Matter of fact, let me get this. Then you are blocked from understanding. Plain and simple. So Deuteronomy 29:4. Yet the Lord have not given you an heart to perceive, and eyes to see, and ears to hear unto this very day. So unto this day. So you don't have the spirit of understanding on you. You know, what is that? Isaiah the 11th chapter or the 14th chapter? Right? You just can't understand it because it wasn't given unto you to understand. Right? That's why, you know, brothers can pull out many scriptures over again and you just wouldn't get it. Right? Because the spirit of understanding is not on you. So let's get some more judgment. Right? Let's get some more judgment. Right? We can go ahead and go into Genesis. Let's go into Genesis. Right? We'll start at the first verse. This is the book of the generation of Adam. And the day that the Most High created men, in the likeness of the Most High made he him. Male and female created he them, and blessed them, and called their name Adam, and the day when they were created. And Adam lived 130 years, and begat a son in his own likeness, after his image, and called his name Seth. And the days of Adam after he had begotten Seth were 800 years, and he begot sons and daughters. And all the days that Adam lived were 930 years, and he died. And Jehovah Witnesses love try to use the 4th verse to say that Adam had sons and daughters. But that's literally talking about Seth. Seth had sons and daughters. And all the days that Adam lived were 930 years, and he died. And Seth lived 105 years and begot Enos. Right? So pretty much I just really want the point. I think I got the wrong chapter. My bad. Right, Con. My bad. Genesis the 6th chapter is what I wanted. And it came to pass when man began to multiply on the face of the earth. And I could have read the whole book of Genesis the 5th chapter, but ultimately I just want to get to the point. I don't want to, you know, because Genesis the 5th chapter had like 32 verses, and it talks about the sons of daughter of, you know, Seth and Enos and, you know, Noah, Shem, Ham, and Japheth, and so on. So, and then when you go into the book of Genesis the 6th chapter, it says, verse 1, and it came to pass when man began to multiply on the face of the earth, and daughters was born unto them, that the sons of the Most High saw the daughters. The sons of the Most High are who you would call today the Israelites, right? The sons of the Most High is who you would call today the Israelites. It says that the sons of the Most High saw the daughters of men. Matter of fact, Let me prove that real quick. Let me just get one little scripture, right? And we can prove that real quick before we move on. Right? Let's see now if I remember an exact scripture. Right. Hosea 11:1. When Israel was a child, then I loved him, right? And called him my son, and called, check it out, and called my son out of Egypt. So pinpoint to the blank. We ain't gotta keep going on with that one, right? Let's just get back to what we was doing. But you pretty much already see that the sons of the Most High is is who you would call Israel today, and who lineage goes back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob ultimately. So going back to Genesis 6th chapter, right? So ultimately, all of this is just leading up to the judgment that you people cannot perceive, right? So Genesis 6:2, that the sons of the Most High saw that the daughters of men, which was of the daughters of men, were of the other nations, that they were fair, and they took them wives of all which they chose. And the Lord said, my spirit shall not always strive with men, for that he is also flesh, yet his days shall be 120 years. There were giants, and that word giant goes back to the Hebrew Nephil, right? Which it will be Salakia, bear with me for a second. Nephil, which goes into Nephilim. And when you go into the etymology of the word Nephilim, it means fallen, right? So it says, there were giants in the earth in those days, and also after that, when the sons of God came unto the daughters of men, and they bare children to them, the same became mighty men, which were of old men of renown. And the Most High saw that the wickedness of man was great in the earth, and this is where I wanted to get to, and that every imagination of the thoughts of his heart was only evil continuously. And it repented the Lord that he made man on the earth, and it grieved him at his heart. And the Lord said, I will destroy man whom I have created from off the face of the earth. Hold up. I thought he was all love. Both man and beast, and of the creeping things, and the fowls of the air, for it repented me that I have made them. So I thought he was all love, but here he's talking about destroying the people from off the face of the earth. And that was the first death. So again, you people, the way you people perceive the Most High is not how he's written in the Bible. So real quick, let's get some more judgment. Let's see here, Salakia. Let me start up. You know what? I'll just start at 1. Genesis 19:1. And there came 2 angels to Sodom at evening, and Lot sat in the gate of Sodom, and Lot, seeing them, rose up to meet them, and he bowed himself with his face towards the ground. And he said, behold, now my lords, turn, and I pray you unto your servant's house, and tarry all night, and wash your feet, and ye shall rise up early, and go on your ways. And they said, nay, but we will abide in the street all night. And he pressed upon them greatly, and they turned in unto him, and entered into his house. And he made them a feast, and did bake unleavened bread, and they did eat. But before they laid down, the men of the city, even the men of Sodom, compassed the house round, both old and young, all the people from every quarter. And they called unto Lot, and said unto him, where are the men which came unto thee this night? Bring them out unto us, that we may know them. So these angels wanted, these men and women, or men, ultimately, these men wanted to have sex with the angels, man. And Lot went out at the door unto them, and shut the door after them, and said, I pray you, brethren, do not so wickedly. Behold, now I have 2 daughters which have not known men. So he was trying to give, Lot was trying to give his daughters unto these vile ass men, but these vile ass men only wanted men. Let me, I pray you, bring them out unto you, and do ye to them as is good in your eyes. Only unto these men do nothing, for therefore came they under the shadow of my roof. And they said, stand back. And they said again, this one fellow came to sojourn, and he will need to be a judge. Now will we deal worse with thee than with them. And they pressed sore upon the man, even Lot, and came near to break the door. Look how wicked these. But the man put forth their hand, and pulled Lot into the house to them, and shut to the door. And they smote the men that were at the door of the house with blindness, both small and great, so that they wearied themselves to find the door. And the man said unto Lot, hast thou here any besides son-in-law? And thy sons and thy daughters, and whatsoever thou hast in the city, bring them out of this place. We will destroy this place, because the cry. And guess what? Again, the Lord sends those angels. And the angels are telling him that we will destroy this place. And Lot went out and spake unto his sons-in-law, which married his daughters, and said, up, get you out of this place. For the Lord, and this is the point, for the Lord will destroy this city. So that's the point. So, hey, again, the way you people perceive the Most High is not how he's written in the Bible. But other than that, I like to say Barak Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shah, Shalom.